Hey, what's up, boys? It's your boy Snipe here, back with another video, and today we're with Bigfoot 444, and basically I'm just gonna explain how to basically rebirth faster. Now, there's many different methods for many different levels. Obviously, we're just gonna go over like beginner rebirths and expert rebirths, basically saying like how beginners should rebirth and how if you do a certain amount of damage how they should rebirth. So yeah, let's get into it, boys. Now, with any rebirthing, I decide, even if you're beginner, advanced, or anything, you should always fight a super boss as soon as you rebirth. Now, when you're about level, 5, the required level to equip your sword, or, any level to be exact, special bosses are always good, especially if you're a beginner or yada yada. You want to fight the Earth's Beast because that's probably a good boss, depending on your damage. And, as much as your pets can carry you, as much damage as possible you could do. But if you're an advanced player, you should be doing Cthulhu. And even if you can't do it by yourself, I would recommend typing in the server and asking people to help, asking who wants to do Cthulhu together, yada yada. But this is, like I said, this is for advanced people. Now, what I usually do is I go to Cthulhu and basically fight Cthulhu for about a good 150 levels, and as you guys see here, depending if you have a bunch of game passes, yada yada, you get a really good amount of levels from fighting Cthulhu. So we're gonna go ahead and get 150, and I will see you guys on the next trip of what we're gonna do next. Now, you finally got 150 level, and now you want to head over to Heavenly Mountain. Now, usually what I'm gonna go through, this is how to rebirth AFKing. We're going to go over an active way to rebirth, but this is like the best way if you really just want to AFK and rebirth. This is a really recommended area to rebirth if you do a really good amount of damage. You really get a good amount of XP here, and it's just very convenient because obviously this is a really good place to also get gold, not just to get here, but basically you want to farm this area and you want to go ahead and get to 270. And I will see you guys when we get 270. Now, most of you guys already assumed it would be Crimson Hive, and yes, you were correct. Now, there's a spot where you can AFK, and I recommend using this spot if you were just AFKing. Now, look, don't get me wrong, you can actually be active in this place. And honestly, being active in this place is probably your best bet if you go around killing mob from mob to mob. Now, this spot right here would probably be the best AFKing spot if you can one hit. Now, if you can't one hit, I don't recommend using this area. And like I said, this is for advanced people that are trying to rebirth. This is not for beginner. We are going to go into the beginner stage, but yes, indeed. So this is a really good active place. You might want to rebirth, grind, you know what I mean? And or AFK once you hit 270. And that's basically how I genuinely grind rebirths. I'm going to get into the beginners and just, yeah, so let's head over there, boys. Let's go. Now, say you're active, say your rebirths are between beginner and advanced and you're really not doing that much damage. I recommend Goblin Island. Yes, indeed. I know that's pretty crazy, but Goblin Island is actually really decent. Now, just for the fact that even if there's two spaces, if you have double walk speed and if you have non-double walk speed, there's two areas that you can literally be active in. These three being if you have no walk speed, if you don't have the game pass for extra walk speed, I recommend grinding these three people right here. But if you do have a double walk speed, I recommend grinding these four people here. And like I said, these are for the people that have their damage is lower than what expected. So obviously this would be a good area to be active in. So now we're actually going to be going over to the beginner stage. So if you guys are beginners, head over to there and let's go. Now, like I said, with any rebirth grinding, use the super boss to your advantage and constantly try to get to the highest level to AFK in an area. Now, if you are doing low damage, like around 2k to 3k, I recommend Mythic Paradise. Yes, this is actually a really good AFK spot, even though there's about only 2 mobs you can use. Now these 2 mobs, there's 2 different areas, which is perfectly fine. Now with this new little glitch, not really glitch, but this new little, you know, sword swinging thing that's happening to where they're not dying immediately, this is probably your best bet to AFK in a spot, which is pretty decently. Now you see these guys over here, they do about like they have like about 3 to 4k health. What you guys want to do is literally go behind them, and if you do get knocked back, you're only getting knocked back to the wall, but you're still killing them, and they're not going to be able to push you any other way except towards that wall. Now, like I said, this is the best way to AFK farm rebirths. If you are just like a beginner doing about 3 to 4k damage, this is really good, as in like the AFK part. Now we're gonna go over the active side in a minute, but yeah, like I said, this is probably the best. You know, if you can upgrade, go ahead and upgrade. Now for the active side on rebirthing for a beginner, what you guys want to do is go to the 110 area, and honestly this is the best area to active grind, especially if you do not have double walk speed. This is definitely the best area to, you know, grind your rebirths and just keep going. Now like I said, this is for beginners on this side, so what you want to do is just basically go in a pattern. I don't recommend going to kill the boss, and by the way, I'm killing these fast, and you know, obviously I'm killing them fast, and you know, they're not loading in enough time because I have double speed and I could just instantly just go faster than the time of how they respawn. But if you don't have double speed and you don't have that game pass, this is your best pet. This is the best way to go. But yeah, boys, that's pretty much it to this video. I mean, you know, hopefully this will help you and will get you high rebirths depending on your level, and hopefully it will help you guys. Now if you guys want a good like, you know, give me down in the description or down in the comments below, you know, video suggestions on what you guys need help in and everything. And if you guys actually have a better AFKing or active method for, you know, rebirth grinding, go ahead and put it in the comment section below, and I will pin your message so other people can see it. But yeah, boys, this is Test Snipe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys are staying frosty, and hopefully you guys are living life out there. Go ahead and join the link down in the description and for my Discord for this game, because obviously this game goes crazy. And yeah, boys, I will see you guys later. Peace.